Hiya, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, I'm Jack. I'm a 26-year-old accountant and I'm on the quest for simple productivity. Today is my second video in my series about personal knowledge management, and I'll be going through how I use Notion as my application of choice. I'm going to run through the basics of Notion for you all to see, with a few examples, including from a page that I used for revision. Make sure to stick around for the end though, where I go through my reasons as why I use Notion over other applications. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the content. Welcome to my home page on Notion. At the top you can see there's icons. You also have the ability to add covers, which I think is quite a nice function just to make the page feel like it's your own. You can also then reposition or add a discussion point if that's what you'd like for the top of the page. People often put those if they've got something that they want to remember whenever they come into a page, so something that's relevant every single time they get started, maybe a mantra. So without further ado, let's jump into revision. Revision is my probably most populated folder just because there's so much content. So into the SEMA folder, which is the exam board I did, and then into the P3 examinations. So here you've got the basic list of pages, and these are exactly what I revised for the exam. So as I go through each one, as you can see, you can add a little icon. You've then got all the sections split out. So these are the initial pages for each section, and then within there you've got the pages that break down each individual topic. So if we go into risk and control of information systems, you can see here that as we click into it, we'll have basic functionality for all of the block settings. So we've got basic bullet point lists. We have what's known as a call out, which is a piece of information that you may want to relevantly show to people. And then you've also got numbered lists. So all this basic functionality you would get from basic word processing, but including really high quality image embedding. So let's go back now to the home page and show another example. In risk management, into risk, you've then got the ability, as I've shown there, to change emojis. They're very similar to the Apple or Samsung emojis. And then you've also got a bit of new functionality in here. So this is known as a toggle list. Now this is very good for a revision style called active recall, where what you'll do is you'll ask yourself a question rather than looking at the answers. Try to answer the question yourself, and then what you can do is untoggle the list to, after you've asked yourself the question, to compare your answer to the answers that are below. This is a really great way of embedding something in your mind. You've also got colour functionality, as you can see, on top of bullet point lists, just nice to really make things stand out. And again, embedded images, numbered lists. It's a really simple way of effectively word processing, but word processing from any location. And that's the nice thing about it, is it's cross-platform. Just wanted to summarize exactly how Notion can be used from a very basic perspective. There is a super high learning curve, or should I say there's a super high potential of Notion, but the learning curve initially is very simple. It is though more detailed when you want to get into the higher level things, such as the templates, which I'm about to show you now. So here you can see there's a simple budget. You can also do course schedules, lesson plans. This is great for someone who's still in education. I wish I'd had it when I was in education. You've also then got, you can set up company pages, you can do marketing, you can also do human resources. I've also seen companies on Twitter now who are actively using Notion as sort of their homepage, job board for posting listings. As far as I'm aware, Notion themselves use Notion as their sort of effectively their intranet, which is what this is kind of developing into. So I just wanted to run through those bits. As I said, there's a lot you can do with Notion. There's also a lot you don't need to know how to do. If you want to just get started, I will put a link down below to Notion and to the software download. Just give it a go, see what you think. It's free to start with. If you want to then expand over a certain amount of blocks, then you need to pay, and I think it's £5 a month, or $5 a month, sorry, which is absolutely nothing. And as I'm showing now, there is so much functionality. There's so many different ways of word formatting, processing, linking data, and then also you're able to embed almost anything that exists. As you can see from my demonstration, the program is very clean, it's very functional, and it's very easy to set up for beginners. Don't be mistaken though, because this software can be almost anything you want it to be. You can use it for calendaring, for building projects, for to-do lists. All of those things, as I've shown you already, are in there. built in, but there's also so much more you can do if you just learn how to use the software correctly. As I said at the start of the video though, there is one crucial reason as to why I use Notion over every other application, and that is the fact it is cross-platform. Looking back 6 months ago, I had a Samsung phone, an iPad and a Windows laptop. Yet it was effortless to sync between finishing revision notes on my laptop, heading on the way to an exam with my iPad, opening it up on the tube, and instantly I was just able to access everything that I'd already just written an hour ago. It's so easy to just pick up along the way. Now, I know a lot of people don't have that problem because, maybe you're all in the Apple infrastructure, but I prefer it because it's cross-functional. I think it doesn't limit you then to the device you want to use, and it feels like you're always able to contribute into the system no matter where you are with whatever device you've got on you. The only slight problem I would say though, and this is an issue that I have being in London, is that I did occasionally lose small snippets of data when I was typing stuff into my phone on the tube and then lost internet connection, which isn't a problem you might have with some offline programs, but it's a very, very small percentage of the time, and it's a risk I'm willing to take because I think there's so much value to be had. Thank you very much if you watched this far. I hope you found the content useful. If you'd like to see more productivity apps and techniques, then make sure you like and subscribe. I'm releasing content all of the time. In addition to this video, you can find my blog link down below. I upload most days and it's all about productivity and ways to simplify the way we do things. As I said at the start, it's a quest for simple productivity. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.